To Easy English by Eddie Singh. That is grammar, and the topic of discussion today is non-finites. Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Can we proceed? Okay. Children, first of all, ask question. What is difference between finites and non-finites? Because unless you know finites, how can you know non-finites? So first of all, you ask the question, what is the difference between finites and non-finites? Yes, one of you asked, what is finite? Yes, finite, a finite word is the verb which is controlled by number and persons of the subject. What did I say? A finite verb is controlled by what? Tell me. A finite verb is always controlled and restricted by number and persons of the subjects. Am I right? What did I say? Tell me. I repeat. A finite verb is controlled by number and persons of the subject. Whereas a non-finite verb is not controlled by number and persons of the subject. Let us take one example of each. Let us take one example. She wishes to excel. She wishes to excel in studies. Now look at the word. Here there are two verbs. One is wishes, that I am encircling. The second one is to excel. Now which one is a finite? Wishes is finite. Why? Because if you change the subject here, if you make it I here, it will become wish. If you change it to we, it will become wish. Yes? But this will remain the same. You see this. We wish. Just see that one. We wish to excel in studies. Yeah. We wish to excel in studies. To excel doesn't change. What is changing? Which one is changing? You, all of you say. What is changing? Wish is changing. Which verb is changing and which remains unchanged? Wish is changing. That means finite verbs are changing, but the non-finite remains the same. So here we can say to excel is a non-finite. To excel is a non-finite. Now it is particularly called infinitive. What is it called? Infinitives. Okay. Now it is also known as infinitives. Infinitives. Now the question arises, why should we learn finites and non-finites? That's the question. Why non-finite is needed? See, there are certain expressions in English where you have to use finites and non-finites simultaneously. Are you getting my point? There are certain expressions where you have to use finites and non-finites simultaneously. Sometimes you have to use finites, sometimes non-finites. Now the question arises, what are non-finites made of? There are three different categories of non-finites. How many categories? Three categories. Yeah. The categories are infinitives. First one is infinitives. Second one is participles. What is the third one? Tell me. Gerunds. Very good. Gerunds. Now the question arises, infinitives, participles and gerunds. How to define all these three? And what are their applications? Let us come to the first one, infinitives. The first one. What is the first category of non-finite? Infinitives. How to define infinitive? You can ask question. You can just ask questions.